contact a plumber the next day, and the plumber comes the next morning, and it's a bigger issue. He's like, oh no, this is not going to work. Hi there. If you are new here, welcome to the Workerpreneur channel. And if you've been here before, of course, welcome back. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the power of pivoting. But first, if you haven't already done so, please be sure to hit that subscribe button. And also, please be sure to share this channel with your loved ones, with your family and friends. Workerpreneur has set a goal for 2024 to help 1,000 career-driven women start and excel in their businesses. And we know that that can only happen if you share this channel with your loved ones and women who can really benefit from it. For those of you that don't know me, I am a real estate investor residentially, so I'm a landlord. I buy and sell real estate, and I also do commercial. I recently purchased the building, and I renovated the building and turned it into an event venue. Workerpreneur, we scheduled our first event. It was Manifest Your Vision board brunch, and there was an opportunity to network, to eat. We're going to have mimosas flowing, and we were really going to manifest our vision, make vision boards, and just really have a good time. So we sold a decent amount of tickets, not as many as I wanted to sell, but enough for it to know that it was an event that would have been manageable, and we were excited about it. It was supposed to happen this past Saturday. This past Friday, I went to the venue. I set everything up. Everything looked nice and beautiful. I knew from a previous event that happened like last week, one of my customers had mentioned something about a leak on the bottom of one toilet, and we have 2 bathrooms. But during that week, when we checked it, it wasn't happening. Like we could not like mimic it. So we thought maybe, a kid or someone during the event maybe spilled some water. We checked like that Friday, and my husband happened to notice the water on the bottom of the toilet, like my customer had said. So we're like, okay, that sounds really weird. And then we ran water in the sink, and we realized that the water wasn't draining as much as fast as it used to drain. So I'm like, oh gosh. So I actually got my contractor to come. So my contractor got a snake. We rented a larger snake, and we're talking about this is the Friday before an event, before the vision board event. And it was probably like around 5 o'clock when my contractor arrived. So I'm thinking, oh, my contractor would just go snake it. There's a clog somewhere. So he gets there, he snakes it a little bit. We rent a longer snake, more powerful one. That one didn't work either. It was still clogged. So I'm like, okay, what exactly am I going to do? We're supposed to have this event tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock. That didn't happen. I contact a plumber the next day, and the plumber comes the next morning, and it's a bigger issue. He's like, oh no, this is not going to work. I also had an event planned for New Year's Eve, and I have January events booked, or events booked every weekend in January almost. So can you imagine the panic? We were up at the venue till midnight on Friday night, and the event was supposed to start at 11 o'clock. So the nice, beautiful setup for the venue literally turned into a disaster. It was, I couldn't even believe that it was happening. So I had to literally cancel the event on Saturday and postpone it. And I was ready to refund everyone, the money back for their tickets. Majority of the attendees were like, when you reschedule, just let us know, we'll be there. Plumber came back. They put a camera in the sewer line, and what it turned out to be was that there's a crack in my sewer line, tree roots growing in, which was a nightmare. It's a very costly nightmare. So they were able to get the drain cleaned enough so that our party that we had, which a lot of event things happened in the middle of that too. I literally had to tell the customer that they were able to book and have their party like a couple hours before they were scheduled to come. And thank God, like I said, it's a costly, very costly enhancement that I have to do to be able to get this working. But thank goodness I was able to get it done. But unfortunately, I had to cancel and now reschedule the vision board party. But that leads me to the conversation of the power of pivoting and how important, how crucial it is to be able to pivot, because we see a lot of these things on social media. We see a lot of people who are successful in their businesses, and everyone talks about all the wins. They talk about how great life is. Oh, they talked about how they reached their monetary goals, how they became millionaires, how they quit their job and became a full-time entrepreneur, and life is just great, great, great. Like everything is good, everything is rainbows and butterflies and unicorns. What I rarely hear is the challenges in business. When I tell you, I wanted to literally throw everything. I almost wanted to light a match to that video. Like, take the whole thing. I know I'm being very dramatic, but at the moment, it took everything in me to not want to like just break down, just because it's like if anything could have went wrong this past weekend, it literally went wrong. That I learned from this entire experience. A lot of times we like to take the easy route, and sometimes the decisions that we make are not the best decisions because we try to go with the person who's the cheapest or the people that we know, and we try to just put band-aids on things. What that proves is that when you don't do it right the first time, you're going to do it right the second time, right? So let that sink in.
If you don't do things right the first time, you're going to do things right the second
A lot
time.
of times we want to save money, but if you don't spend the money in the beginning, you're going to spend it the second time. And a lot of times you end up spending double the amount of money and double the amount of time by fixing issues that you could have just done right the first time. This situation is a situation that could take anybody out, because when I tell you to fix this issue, it's going to cost thousands of dollars to fix. But at the end of the day, it's my business, it's my passion, it's what I love to do. There are going to be a lot of challenges on your road to success and on your road to achieve your goals. You have to know that it's going to work out, and you have to know that everything is going to be okay. As long as you're putting in the time and the effort to achieve your goals, you can definitely achieve them. I could have really let this take me out.
But I wasn't going out like that.
Next, I learned that panicking and getting frustrated and all of that, it just does not help the situation. I can see that where there were times where I would panic. And when I panic, it causes me to make rational decisions. And it causes you to make decisions that can be more costly. What that caused me to do was spend more money and more time. Had I just hired the plumber to begin with, someone who specializes in these things, I would have saved hundreds of dollars, and I would have saved a little more time. I would have realized that they had a more powerful system or more powerful tools to be able to handle the problem. So I talked to my contractor handyman, and then who had something, but it wasn't strong enough. And then I went to the big box store, and then I rented something else. I still need to replace my sewer line, but it would have helped me make a better decision from the beginning, because I wouldn't have spent so much money, and so much time would not have been dedicated to fixing this. Glad that I was able to remain calm in that situation. What could I have done differently to prevent this from happening? When I purchased the property, I could have gotten an inspection that would have given me the current condition of the sewer line. This is not something that you think about when you're purchasing a property, but it's a very helpful information that you should definitely do when you're getting those home inspections. Had I gotten an inspection of the sewer line, it would have given me a picture, a video of the fact that I would have seen the cracks. And even if there were not weeds or anything like that growing in at that time, over time, when with rain and consistent rainfall and snow and things like that, over time, roots grow. So I would have been able to see that happening, and I would have been able to take proper precautions. And lastly, just keep going. It's so easy to just give up. It's just so easy to throw in the towel and say, you know what, I'm done. Let me figure out something else. Let me turn to something else. This is not for me. But if I can encourage you to do anything, take anything from this message, is to keep going. As I sit here and I speak to you about it and I talk to you about it, it makes me really think that like I was built for this. And I'm just here to encourage you. Like, if there are some things that are going on in your business, like everything is just not going to go right, but what can you do to pivot? And how powerful are you at pivoting? How powerful are you at taking risks? How strong are you at being able to change, right? Being able to cancel things and reschedule things. And I just truly think that it's a situation, it's a topic that's not really spoken about. Unfortunately, a lot of business owners do not prepare for some of the things that can happen within their business. So it's important to really expect the unexpected and be prepared to pivot at any moment. If there are events that need to be canceled, you're going to need to pivot. If you have to return money to customers, you're going to have to prepare and pivot. And a lot of times, business owners are one furnace breakdown or one extremely high bill away from the business being shut down. So it's important that we have those emergency funds available. We have emergency funds for our private life and for our home life, but it's just as important to have an emergency fund for your business so that if these unexpected things happen, you are prepared to be able to address them. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share this channel with anyone who you think it can benefit. And share this episode. Comment below. Let me know if you've ever been through anything crazy or scary where you had to pivot to make things work or make things happen. I hope that you had an amazing holiday, and I hope that you have an amazing and a prosperous new year. And just know that anything that you set your mind to and everything that you work hard for, you can absolutely achieve. Thank you for tuning in. See you soon. Bye.